Welcome to the PTA Real Estate Podcast. I'm your host, John Kelliger, accompanied by my co-host, Nick Killing. Nick, how you doing today?
Howdy, I'm doing great. Took some
Glad to hear
appointments
it.
today. You got to book appointments every single day when you're in sales.
How many appointments did you book today?
2.
Two. As the brothers to the south would say, as the brothers invading from the south would say, dos appointmentos.
Yeah. Some days you book 0, but other days you book 2.
Yes, it's definitely better to book 2 appointments than no appointments.
Absolutely.
So for everyone, we are recording this on Thursday night, right before the Super Bowl. Nick, are you going to watch the Super Bowl? I know you've been not a big NFL guy, but do you even know the Super Bowl is happening? I think it should be a better question.
Yeah. Probably 49ers just because I lived in California for a brief moment in time.
You had a cup of coffee in California. We both had a cup of coffee in California, for sure. I'm rooting for the 49ers just because their head coach played for Texas. Hook'em horns, baby.
That makes sense. Better sense than why I'm doing it.
Yeah, and I cannot stand Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah,
He's cheesy for sure.
Yeah.
We should do no Taylor Swift slander because then we'll get canceled.
Yeah. T Swift fans are going to come after us and ask us to be canceled.
What would you think the over-under on fans over-under? So you think there's 1,000 fans for every one of ours? I think the number would be 100,000 fans. There's 100,000 Taylor Swift fans for every one of our fans. The number might be bigger than that.
I'd say 200,000. Everyone's T Swift fans.
Because how many fans would you say she has?
I honestly don't know.
Legitimately, she's worldwide. Would you say? I would think she has 100 million fans. So maybe 1,000,000 to 1.
Probably.
So yeah, there would be no Taylor Swift slander here.
No. We'll get all of our followers gone.
Yeah, we will definitely get overrun by that size force. No matter how fat and ugly the Taylor Swift fans are, and how undereducated and bad teeth and bad opinions they actually are, we get overrun and overtaken by them.
She always puts out some funny videos of when she's talking about like political things. I'm just like, oh my gosh, woman, shut up.
I actually never seen any of her political videos. I assume they're on the other side of the spectrum as me. I have to say this though. I love, the song. It's a typical Tuesday. I know every word to that song.
You a T Swift fan, huh?
Oh, I'm a low-key T Swift fan. That's my go-to karaoke song for sure. Because I actually know all the words. Well, I think I know all the words.
You got to have that go-to one.
What's your go-to one?
I don't have a go-to one, but you have to. That's something that I'm lacking.
Have one in the chamber.
Yeah, I do not have one in the chamber, but I do need one in the chamber.
Yeah, you never know when you need a karaoke.
I've karaokeed a few times. My favorite time was probably in Japan, in Tokyo. Carol, Emma, and I did karaoke.
Shout out to the boy Carol.
Carol Graham.
Carol is down in Florida. Hopefully he doesn't hit a building.
Yep.
Like never forgive, never forget. What song did you guys sing in Tokyo?
I don't know. We were so wasted.
Good.
But it was like a karaoke thing in this huge tall building on the 100th floor. And then we had this like tiny little room and we like sang karaoke.
As you should. With the amount of voice cracks you have a day, I'm sure you were right on tune. It's sung with a beautiful melody.
Yeah. Yep. Beautiful.
Okay. Nick, do you want to roll the clip?
Yeah.
Nick didn't want to
believe in how marketing works. Make a great fucking video, target it properly, get hundreds of thousands of people to see quite a bit of it, and then remarket them for a call to action and watch how many convert. You'll believe in marketing for the rest of your life. You want to really
That's the
So
gist of it.
that was the infamous Gary Vanderchuk. A little background on Gary Vanderchuk. He is one of the people that annoys me greatest on this earth. He loves to swear. He loves to speak high pitched. He thinks he's smarter and a harder worker than he actually is. That's my opinion on Gary Vanderchuk, otherwise known as Gary V. Nick, what's your thoughts and opinion on him? But Nick, we did a horrible job of presenting that clip. So for all of our viewers out there, all the hundreds of thousands of you, we'll do better next time. Go ahead, Nick.
I've learned a lot of things from him, marketing wise, but he can be very short. And I wouldn't say he's the best guy to learn from, but I feel like with marketing, it's a lot of trial and error. So you have a baseline of knowledge of what you're supposed to be doing, which he does provide, but then he also he's just short with people. Like you don't really actually get a lot of information from him, just a bunch of motivation and like, oh, maybe I should be marketing more on social media.
But he is the architect of teacher who's like, work hard. Da, 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 da. He's just like a machine gun of just vomit and annoyance to me. I've seen him argue. There's been the interview with the gentleman who is a Scientologist, Grant Cardone. Him and Grant Cardone literally had an argument during one of their interviews of who works harder. Those two types, we should do an episode on Grant Cardone because I really want to go off on Grant Cardone. I do not like him either. I have no respect for Grant Cardone. Or I have limited respect for Gary Vee as well because they just spew fake motivational things. I don't think they provide any good content.
The actual information too. It's like, oh, I knew exactly what I was getting into before I even watched this video or this speech that he's giving. It's like, I just got to work out. Like, what does that mean?
Yeah,
now,
he provides.
You're just like scrolling on Instagram all day long. You're like, oh yeah, maybe I should actually work harder. Like maybe that's if that's the level of motivation you need. You know, he's a good guy. But if you're actually seeking knowledge or like some kind of mentorship, probably not the way to go.
Yeah, he provides zero technical analysis or support of how to do anything besides never quit, never give up. He sounds just like a knockoff Navy SEAL, honestly. He's just a scrawnier, I don't know if he's more annoying than a Navy SEAL.
Guy that only writes a book.
Yes.
Doesn't do anything else other than write a book.
Yeah. Nick, remember when you said you were in a team? Remember when you alluded to you being a team like the SEAL teams when you first made it to the platoon? I will never forget that. When we're having sushi and sake.
No, I don't.
I knew you always never admit to that you said that, but we'll get Carriota on the phone. Carriota and Casillas were both there, and the next time I'm going to see Carriota pretty soon. I'm going to bring that up to him, and he's going to be like, yes, you really thought you were in it. Right after you made it to the platoon, when we were having sake.
No. When are you going to see Carriota?
I'm going to see Carriota the second week of April. I'm going out to 29 Palms. We're going to shoot gap pieces in the desert with him.
And shoot a podcast as you're doing it.
We might shoot a podcast if we have service.
That'd be fun.
So getting back on Gary Vee, and Nick never admits to that, even though he 100,000% did. I think he was a Navy SEAL his boot year. That's facts. The things that annoys me about Gary Vee is he's one of those people who just spews content on the internet. I guess you could levy that accusation at us because we're in the content game as well, but he just screams
at them.
To
provide good information, and then if anyone messages us on Facebook, Instagram, or on YouTube, we always respond back to clarity and in-depth information. So
yeah, we try to give. Some might say we're new to the game, but we always give all the information we have. We shoot every round in the gun.
Yeah.
And he also
some guy reached out to me talking about running comps and stuff like that, and I talked to him about that, the steps to do that. So we're all open books. Talk to people one-on-one.
Yes. Nick loves talking to people one-on-one.
Yep.
And he also, I feel like he was like big into crypto too, which we've talked about at
Oh my
nauseum
gosh,
here with
I didn't
crypto.
know that.
Oh yeah.
Work harder, invest in crypto.
That's literally a meme. People who actually are like that in real life. And when I run into these people in real life, I want to just jump off a bridge. It's like you watch
Man.
too much Grant Cardone, too much Gary Vee, you drank too much Red Bull, and just because your mommy and daddy didn't give you the milkshake that you wanted when you were 7, now you have the giant chip on your shoulder, and now the world is against you. It's like boo-hoo for you. Get your crap together. I don't care that you grew up in the suburbs. The next thing you know, that was the hardest thing that ever happened to you. Your life was a struggle. You have to watch Gary Vee to motivate yourself. You got to watch Jocko Willink and who's that one guy with the
Gotta
bald
watch
head?
Jocko.
Who's that guy who always is running? The black dude that's running with the shaved head. You know exactly what. Don't play coy with me. David Goggins.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I can describe it perfectly, Nick. Thanks for all the help. I hate all these white dudes from the suburbs who listen to David Goggins and Jocko Willink, and then they watch a Gary Vee video about cryptocurrency, and next thing you know, they're dummying Red Bulls, talking a million miles an hour to me about crypto. It's like, shut up, bro.
I would invest your money in something that works, like real estate.
Yes. How about you listen to the PTA Real Estate Podcast?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, we just rant about famous people that annoy them and give limited real estate.
Very limited real estate information.
We have limited real estate information. We provide limited real estate information, but at least we provide all we have.
We do. We let it all on the table.
We do. We let it all hang out.
And we have good guests too.
We do. We're getting better. I'm excited for the guests that are coming. We have some good guests in the pipeline.
Sweet.
And we are growing just a smidge. So for all of our new listeners, we want to say thank you to you for listening. And also for
each week.
Yes. And I also want to give a shout out to all the loyal listeners. To Les, I want to give a shout out to the boy to Les down in Florida. We know you listen. We appreciate you, brother, man. It's really been nice that you've been supporting us since day one. Hearts. Nick just hearted the camera.
Just like all those T Swift fans.
Yes. Can you, Nick, you got anything in the pipeline you want to share to the people?
Well, hopefully we're going to start doing giveaways. The PTA giveaways. So then businesses can come in. They'd be like, hey, we want to sponsor your giveaway. If you're located in Houston, you can talk to me. And then we can coordinate something. We're going to do like earbuds, Amazon gift cards. And the first sponsor is going to be myself, my real estate team or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, we're probably going to give away the first raffle, hopefully in a couple months. We're going to do it. We're going to start doing Amazon, probably like $50. Yeah. So that's in the pipeline.
Yes, but you have a lot of things in the pipeline. I thought Nick can give out free massages in Houston.
No.
Old men wanted.
What kind of massage you talking about?
Nick, we all know you go full body.
I do full body, yep. I'll invite you up in my apartment, and we'll even do it live on YouTube. And
what happens in Nick's apartment stays in Nick's apartment. That's gonna be the name of this episode. Do you have anything else? Because I have nothing really else. The clip is kind of going into advertising and advertising strategies. Kind of goes into what we're going to do with the ads coming up, and I'm looking forward to us hooking and jamming with the ads and being able to share that with the people in our success, and hopefully people can copy. If we have success, people will just copy and paste, or if we have failures, we're definitely going to share that with you guys, and they can learn from our mistakes.
We want to hope that we create something that would be helpful for people. Just say, hey, this is how they did it. We're going to just copy exactly what they did and implement it in whatever our, business or podcast want to do. And then it just keeps repeating itself.
Yes. And also too, because we are knuckle draggers at heart, we are going to make some mistakes and we will share our mistakes with you guys as well. So you can learn and avoid from our mistakes. As always, thank you so much for your time and thank you so much for listening to the podcast. God bless and have a good rest of your day.